Hello, this is Farrell Vincent. I'm coming back on a spot that I'm keenly aware is not 473. In fact, this is Nation 1060. And I've started a new city. I felt like getting back into the beginning of a game for a little bit, playing some of this little mini game, and I've just been having a blast. Playing kind of this early level again, right? Like, getting back into a nation early is kind of preferable for me right now. 473's kind of hit a bit of its own stride. I don't have to do as much there. So it felt like the right time to start again, try things from the beginning. And they've done a lot with the beginning of the game, even since the last couple of times that I've made videos, right? Like we've got, all of the officers, we've got all of the new ways to spend your money. Uh, we've got so many different things that have come up as a result of this new beginning. So I'm going to make some content around this, and probably a good majority of my content going forward is going to be me leveling up again. Um, this isn't a free city. I've definitely spent some money on it, and it's gonna balloon up a little bit, but it's not gonna be like amazing. Oh my god, top of the nation. You know what I mean? I don't suspect that I will stay in the top rankings for very long. Um, I'm going to apply all of my knowledge. Um, but I just want to talk a little bit about if you're starting again, what does your first day look like on a new nation, right? So, those first 24 hours, you really have two main goals for yourself. And they're doable by completing the Doomsday Challenge or Doomsday Recovery Plan, this thing right here, and being super aggressive from the very beginning on just leveling up your city. So your main goal in the first 24 hours, you want to hit C10 so that you can do your first run of infinite zombies. You want to also complete enough of the Doomsday Recovery Plan that you can get this particular girl all the way up to level 8. At level 8, you unlock zombie troops, but you also unlock the second girl. So you can start healing her from day 1, right? And being able to put those 5 extra healing or the 500 extra hit points gets you a really big start in those first 24 hours. Of course, kill every zombie you can, right? Up to the highest level you can, and make sure you don't, cap out your fuel. But do not, under any circumstances, spend any of your early mutant meat because the very first event that will always pop up, and it's usually within 24 to 48 hours of you getting onto that nation, depending on if you get there day 1 or not, is going to be this Titan Power Boost event, where basically you can do the Titan rankings for, some extra, troops, but also like you get some resources, some speed, some free stuff. And it's actually pretty easy to get the first 2 rewards. You can get the 7,500 from this third reward, but it does mean you need to be there from pretty much day 1. And you may need to be a bit more aggressive on recruiting T4 troops so that you can kill higher level zombies and get enough mutant meat to get the experience required to get there. But you can get the 7,500 without spending money. Again, you're really burning a lot of speeds to do it, but it is terrible to do, right? Like getting that initial T5 card for level C13, right? Getting some of these extra experience points and stuff like that, it really is a big start. So a lot of what that first 24 hours is gearing up for the Titan Power Up event, but it's also trying to get those first set of green chests from infinite zombies so that you can get your your equipment rolling, right? Because the sooner you can start getting those, the sooner you can get purple components for the equipment up event that will be coming out later. I don't remember the exact order. I can't remember if it's officers and then equipment or if it's equipment and then officers. It's been a while. But long story short, both are going to show up. So try not to spend too much on equipment or officers for the longest time you can. Speaking of officers, you will need to have one officer that you star up for the Doomsday Recovery Plan and one officer at level 15. So make sure that when you are setting up those initial levels, and especially if you're playing free, the two best options you have right now, the main one that I would recommend is Butterfly. And the main reason behind that is because Butterfly just scales well into the game. It's a good blue officer to use up until you get all your purples. So Butterfly's not bad. You also could do Doc. I actually did Doc on a previous farm a while back, just so that it would make this little mini game a lot easier. And the reason why that's kind of nice is because then you can clear more levels to get more of these free speed ups. So just consider that. But I think that's a good idea of what you need to understand about those first 24 to 48 hours, right? You're really hitting the ground, killing zombies, making sure you get to C10, making sure that you can get the female dating person. I can never remember her name. I always change it. But make sure you get the girl in the red dress to level 8, which is possible. It's just really hard. So really push for it. And then set yourself up for the long term, right? So get your, Doc or your Butterfly, get them up to level 15 and leave them there. Don't level them up any more than that, because either one, you don't want to go too much past that, just because it is a waste of books. And then only star up when you need to, because for the most part, you're not going to have to star up very much. And you will get Doc on your first set of 18 elite recruits. So just keep that in mind. You absolutely will get Doc every single time. I don't know why. It seems like he always drops. And I thought of another thing. When you do elite recruit, always do 9 at a time and make sure you have 18. This is the elite recruitment trick, because every time you click the 9, you do 10 elite recruits and you have a chance to get 8 fragments or completely unlock a purple officer. If you don't get it on the first 9, you will get it on the second 9. So always wait till you have at least 18 before you click that button. That way, if you don't get it on the first try, you can get it on the second try and then wait until you get 18 again. The best way to get elite recruitment orders, by the way, is once you hit C10, go into classic zombies, and the later levels do grant some elite recruits. I can't remember which levels exactly, but some of them do. Is it like level 6 or 7? Yeah, see? So you can see here that the 3-star on level 6 gives you 2 elite recruitment orders. So you'll get a lot of them there. So it's just another reason why C10 is a really good first level, because you can get that initial 18 elite recruit on day 1, pick Doc up on day 1, and then use him to power farm the mini game, so that you have more of your speed ups that you can then recover on that you used from day 1. Your resources will be super tight. Your gold's going to be non-existent. But that's the last time you really have to do it. So that's what you need to know about starting again. So as always, let me know down in the comments what you guys think about me starting a new city in 1060. And, of course, like this particular video if you want to see more content on my little. And consider subscribing to the channel, because I will be going through all all of the early game setup and kind of creating a bit of a guide path to gaining power and how that looks and what to do when. So stay tuned, and I'll see you on the next one.